Hello, my beloved friends. Someone has asked me why that table that was on my last vlog was so important to me. And I bought it because it reminded me of my parents, especially my father, who had to retire early due to a disability. He had rheumatoid arthritis, and it wasn't conducive to swinging a hammer as a carpenter. And he was working himself almost to death trying to keep up with men that outweighed him by 100 pounds. I think the most Dad ever weighed was about 118 pounds. And what he and my mother did to supplement their income was that they started going to garage sales, which is what really saved their marriage. My mother was getting on my father's last nerve when he retired, and they started garage selling. And he started picking up these old pieces of furniture that were long forsaken. People didn't know how to take care of them, or they just didn't have any love for them, and they just didn't take care of them, and they started falling apart. And they'd wind up in the garage sales, and Dad would pick them up. In fact, he had a term for them. He called them his Old Uglies. And he would take them, and he would take them apart, and he'd sand them, and he'd re-glue them, and he'd refinish them. And they were quite nice. By the time he finished them, they were magnificent, as a matter of fact, and I'm blessed to have a few of those pieces. But Mom would take those pieces of furniture, and they would have a garage sale, and that money would supplement their income. Well, it kind of reminds me of our Father, our Heavenly Father. Don't you think that society has a tendency to look past the old uglies? Those that have outlived their usefulness, those that might shuffle their feet a little slower than people behind them want them to. They want them to pick up the pace and walk a little faster. Or they have to get replacements, knee replacements. Dad had to get a wrist replacement. They need hearing aids. They need glasses. They need dentures. They need to walk with a cane or a walker or even a wheelchair. And God takes us in that physical state as we get older and we start to become more decrepit. But it's also significant in that it's a spiritual thing as well. When you're feeling absolutely spent and not of any use, maybe you've cried and prayed as much as you can and nothing's changing. God can take those circumstances, those old, worn out people in their weary state, and rejuvenate them, just like my dad did with those old uglies. If you would just call out to him and ask him for his help, for his renovation, for his guidance, for his sense of self-worth, or whatever it is that you're lacking, he can pick up those pieces and make you all new. We are new every morning, and that's what he will do for us if you just call out to him, because he's not through with those old uglies. He's still refinishing us, and he's still making us usable. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this vlog and got a feeling as to why that little table was so important to me. It was absolutely beautiful and cherished its whole life. It didn't need to be refinished, but it reminded me of my parents, and I cherish it. So God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.